Hey Super Doodle fans, welcome back to the Let's Play, the Minecraft Let's Play. Feels like it's been a long time since I recorded. I've been doing a bunch of mostly just sand collecting. There's the world, as it appears. Yeah, so I've been going to all these places with a bunch of sand and just digging out a heck of a lot of it. And I'll kind of go behind, leave a little sand wall to hold the water back. Oh, I hear some dolphins. So I'm not going to spend the whole episode doing this, obviously, just kind of... This is so much easier and more productive. Oh, wow, this goes really deep. Yeah, this is so much easier and more productive than having to get like a couple blocks at a time from under a river or something. So I'll just dig myself out now. So yeah, I got a whole entire stack like just now in like a few seconds. It has been ridiculously more productive. So I've just been digging all sorts of sand out wherever I possibly can near this this is like my base away from base, you might say. Whoa, this is pretty fun actually. So I've actually been around most of this island. I think it's an island. It's a peninsula, at least. So I've gotten to know it pretty well. I've already got a bunch of... Well, I might as well kind of follow this coast here. Oh, come on. Let me up. Yeah, I've dug out a bunch of other sand areas. Lots and lots of sand areas. I've filled up, I'm not even sure how much. I think I've been doing more collecting of sand than I have building of the pyramid. I think I spent a whole entire double chest of glass on the pyramid again. But since then I've been mostly just collecting. So there's my portal again. As you can see, I've kind of dolled it up a little bit. Got a lot of furnaces and stuff. Got some buckets. I have 8 or 9? 3, 6, I think about 10. There, that's probably plenty. Let's get some sand, since I don't have any that I collected just recently. Now, these are not exactly lined up because I added these 6 later. So they're just burning empty, I think. Oh, there we go. These are loaded with sand already. So I just kind of keep this going while I collect more sand. Yeah, I guess these are still burning, so I don't need to... Oh, they're like burning, and they're full. Okay, perfect. So I guess I will leave the rest of these buckets here. I'll bring back as much sand as I can. Or glass, I suppose. Glass first and then sand second, because I have more cooking this that I can do back at home. Yeah, I don't need gravel. Gravel's dumb. Alright, so that's all the glass and a bunch of sand. So now I'll also get to show you guys my my path that I made. The last episode, I was kind of lost in the middle of the Nether, digging tunnels through no place. But I did find the connection. What I did was I actually looked through the video where I made the map after stepping out of here. I watched it and I looked at it before I had contaminated it by checking elsewhere in this place. So I knew exactly where I needed to go, and then it was just a matter of kind of going up and down until I found the spot. So now I've got a pretty straight shot, which I've niceified with steps and torches. I've not encountered any bad guys along this path, except for close to my base in that big open area. I've seen pigmen. So this is relatively straight shot. If I can get enough gold, I might make a powered minecart track through here, but it's not a huge inconvenience to just have to walk. It's, as you can see, maybe 30 seconds. And then I'm here. There's that Enderman. He's been walking around for a while. I don't care. And there's my block base thing. Nice and easy. See, there's a pigman. More pigmen up there. Whatever. They're cool. We're all cool. I've still been getting a bunch of lava from down there. And then here's my base. My main base. A minecart would make it a bit less involved on my part, so I could just kind of get in and wait a minute instead of having to run. But that's not too, it's not too important. So now, oh, this is mostly full. So I guess this episode is mostly going to be like explanation of, well, showing you what I've achieved in terms of getting a bunch of sand. And I might show you my progress on the pyramid itself. Well, there's still a lot left on all those. Hey, sheep. So I guess I'll just kind of stash the sand here. Yeah, that'll do. So let's see. Here's what we got. Well, it's kind of hard to see with the clouds, but I'm pretty sure I've finished all the major lines, all the borders that will that'll help me make the right slopes on all these little places. And I still have not finished one entire side yet, because once I reach a certain height, it gets to be, well, I want to reach that height all around. And I'll go up there first, and I'm going to kind of explain, finally, the whole idea behind this pyramid and why it is such a weird shape. So, I'm going up now, obviously. This is going up one of the main corner spines, and I call it that because it is the same slope from the very top to the very bottom. Do-do-do, up and up. Man, let me tell you, it has been a big pain if I'm trying to build upward and then a cloud passes through me, because the clouds apparently have the same transparency as glass, so the few blocks below me inside the cloud are also invisible. So it makes it kind of hard to continue building if the blocks I'm on are invisible and I don't know where to place them. So here I am at this. Wow, this looks pretty cool. This is going to be even more amazing when it's finished. Wait, I got 5 things going down. Oh, that's right, because this is the only cardinal direction slope that I've constructed so far. Yeah, because north is that way, and the other ones are all coming up from diagonals. So this one is not a main corner spine because it goes on pretty much a 1-to-1 slope, and then after here it goes down to the 3-to-1 slope. So at this level, it is from this level and up, it will be a total diamond pyramid. All that jumping, getting me hungry. So I'm going to, actually, I want to get down, so I think I'll take the short way. Yep, I'm going for it. YOLO! Oh man, that was fun. So anyway, I'm gonna sleep just because I want it to be daytime. I don't want to tolerate nighttime very much anymore. Plus now I know that phantoms are dangerous if you don't have sleep in a bed time. So I'm gonna do a little demonstration about why why this is the way it is. So, let me find a big open space, which I suppose I've got a lot of right over here. Alright, this ought to do. So, I guess you could say there are a couple different kinds, well, two really, two different styles of pyramid. One of which is the kind where it will be like a beacon. Is that 5 by 5? Yeah. So there's this style, which I call square pyramid, obviously. And then you've got your diamond pyramid, which would be, where's the middle? Like here? Da, 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 da. Alright, so there are two different styles of pyramid. And as I think I mentioned before, I want there to be water that goes all over this whole thing. So the point of this huge pyramid is that it has a square base, or almost square. But if you try to have water go on a pyramid like this, I don't want to do it really because it's just going to make these torches get washed away. If you put water on a pyramid like this, it's going to fall down off the top, all four directions, and from each direction, it's just going to go in a straight line off the side, and it'll be a big plus of water, leaving most of the pyramid exposed. But if I put it on this block, on this style of pyramid, for each block it falls down on, it will then fall in all the different directions, and each block it lands on, it'll fall in all different directions, and it covers the whole entire pyramid. So there are some of these, you little adventurer. So these weird slopes, actually I'll just show you guys. These corner spines are so important because they will provide a place where the water will definitely go down. As I'm going up kind of zigzag, the water will go down zigzag because it'll always fall from both directions. I feel like I could be explaining it better, but you can tell that even if I put water on top right now, the water would probably cover this whole entire spine because of the way it's constructed, and the water would necessarily flow off of all the sides because they're all equal, and then land on the next block down. So it would cover the whole bottom. And then you get to the side, the steep slope side, where I'll cross over here quick as I can. So if I had this be a diamond pyramid all the way down, remember how I showed you that the 1-to-1 slope that's on this south side here, that 1-to-1 slope stops partway down, and then it turns into a steeper slope. So if it kept on being a perfect diamond pyramid with the 1-to-1 slope, it would actually go a lot farther in the cardinal directions. Instead of, if it did not go down more steeply, then it would continue out. I'm going to see if I can get a good angle of looking at this, actually, where I can really see the slope difference, because right now you can sort of see that it's a pretty steep slope here. It might be hard to see the slope of the 1-to-1 just because it's only one layer thick that's going to be looking that way. But I hope it makes sense just by talking about it, that yeah, if this slope continued, it would not drop off here. It would continue quite a bit farther and probably go, I don't know, way over that way, something. So the real corner would pass, let's see, the real southern tip would be somewhere down here, and then it would be kind of diagonal, passing through where I have the corner of this pyramid, and then the eastern corner would be sticking out pretty far from where I have my current corner, which I can't get to now because I don't have this whole side made yet. So in that way, I've shortened where the slope would be, and instead, each time it goes down a layer, the square flat side gets a little bit bigger. So every block down, the square side gets 2 spaces more bigger. So I mathed it out. I surely did. So 1 block out, 2 blocks over, repeatedly until the squareness goes from just 1 block at that tip of the diamond area, and when it gets to the bottom, it's going to be almost a perfect square. But I left off the very corner from each one, because if I had that corner, then the water would not flow onto it, because the water would land here and it would just flow off. It would not flow onto the corner. So it's technically not a perfect square because it's missing the corner, but the whole thing will be covered in water. I did not want any block exposed, even a little bit. So someday when I do get water that'll come off the top of this pyramid, it will cover the whole thing completely. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I want to have it be controlled by redstone. So I'm going to have a switch somewhere below the very tip of the pyramid. And I think I may have marked it with some torches or something. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, it's this block. So this block is exactly below the very top of the pyramid. So I'll have to find out what is the fastest way to send a redstone signal up about 110 blocks or so. 115. I'm a couple blocks above the water level. So I'll have to figure out what's the fastest way to send a signal straight up, because I don't want to have to push a button and then wait for repeaters or whatever. I'll probably try to find out what kind of weird tips and tricks I can do to make it more instantaneous. And I'm thinking it'll be either a dispenser, which I have not looked into. I'm not sure how they work. I think it could do the trick. Or else it'll just be a piston on top and then a water block above the piston, so that when the piston is extended, it blocks the water from flowing. When the piston retracts, the water will flow and then cover the whole pyramid. So that is my plan for the pyramid, and after all this effort, I've still got almost one side. I'm not sure if I have enough. These corners, these particular panels here, they feel like they take a lot more glass than it seems, because there's a lot more diagonal and like double stacking of the glass that I need to do. So I guess that's pretty much it. That is my plan for the pyramid and my reasoning for it. I'm thinking that once I do make a pillar of something to the top, I might dress it up a little bit to make it look more like a tree or a column of something epic and amazing looking, but not too complicated. Something just simple and amazing, because I'm not gonna spend a lot of time just to make it look nice. It'd be good if I could make it look nice without a lot of effort. Otherwise, there's not really been a lot going on. It's just sand collection. I may or may not do a Nether fortress in this Let's Play, because I feel like what would I even be doing it for? Just to get some stuff to continue the endless treadmill of objectives. This pyramid has always been my main goal for this playthrough. So I think I'm gonna call this an episode. So now everyone is caught up on this. And next episode I'll probably have a bit more of this done, a lot more sand collected. And at some point, if I if I get too bored of doing the same pyramid stuff again and again, I might take my horse out and try adventuring, find a village, because that's the only way I'm ever going to get mending, apparently. Oh, my furnaces went out. I can fill them up again, but you guys don't need to see that. It's all the same. I've done it a million times. Maybe not on camera, but you can imagine. It's nothing amazing. So, thanks for tuning in, and ciao.